You know, just for D&D, I want to get a voice changer.
Oh? Hold on.
Just for D&D, I just want to get the Joker soundboard from the the 1990 animated series Batman Joker.
So like
Like this?
No.
What?
Like a voice changer like this?
That's good,
Or...
man. You gotta
No.
how about this? Hold on.
Oh god.
Oh, he's going to butter
There we
someone's
go.
biscuit.
I was born with the Uchiha clan.
Oh fucking no! Oh god.
The rabbit,
On
a roaming band of barbarian squirrels came and murdered my whole family.
perma meet
Those
him.
squirrels
On, do
must
it now.
die.
Kick his ass.
Perma meet him on.
Oh, goodness. Fuck.
I am disappointed in all of you.
What did we do?
We didn't
When
do that.
knew
We didn't do it.
Someone mentioned voice changer.
Fine.
There's a really easy one you can get called
Oh, wait,
That
no,
was
wasn't it
me,
common?
but
Common, your fault.
I never said someone should do it. I just thought it was an idea.
A key part of my idea for this character for D&D was using the voice changer extensively.
No, but seriously, I was thinking
Oh, that'd be fun.
it would be fun
Like a Kenku?
to make my voice sound a bit more female.
Oh.
That's so hard to do.
It is.
Like,
Voice
okay,
changer.
what about this one says female pitch? How does this one sound?
You
Is
just
that
sound like a yeah.
Chipmunk. You gotta
You don't-
modulate it a
Alright.
bit more.
Yeah. You don't sound like
That's enough playing with that.
That's just fine tuning on your own time, not with other people. Okay?
Yeah.
This is awkward at this point.
So,
For you.
last week,
Ooh.
Princes of the Apocalypse. As our newly formed group of 5 toasted ale, enjoyed food, and talked with Indrith Valifo, Brumenthar, I believe his name was, the dwarf, and began to come up with a form of a plan. The group set out on their way back towards the Somber Hills with the intent of checking out this tower that they had spotted looming within the Somber Hills before. On their way back towards the Sacred Stone Monastery to finish clearing things there. As they arrived, they found that the only way into the tower was across a drawbridge. And on the side where they all stood, they could see a small bell on a little post. After turning himself invisible and ringing the bell a couple of times and playing a bit of a game, Corden would eventually ring the bell while remaining visible, to which a female knight by the name of Savra greeted the characters and warmly welcomed them to Feathergale Spire. As she led the group further up the spire to the very top, to the pinnacle, where they met the Lord Commander Thurl Maraska. He extended an invitation to the group to join in feasts in honor of the Society's 10th year, which would be held later that night. And during this feast, as all of the knights boasted, or cheers rather, to the group's adventures and exploits and deeds, the doors to the Great Hall flew open, and a sentry from the pinnacle began to shout, "Manticore, it's on the move!" At this announcement, the Feathergale Knights all rose as one, the feast before them unfinished. As Thurl stood, his voice booming throughout the Great Hall. "We should take this opportunity to slay the monster." From his finger, he removed a feather-patterned golden ring set with the garnets. As he held it aloft, he continued, "Prize for the one who brings me the beast's head." An invitation to join on the Manticore hunt was extended to the entire group, all of whom gladly took up the offer. And as the group mounted the various hippogriffs and prepared for flights, Cammy probably had a hard time getting the safety belts adjusted, or finding a way that wasn't terrifying to her, I would say. At first glance, it looks like it's something that would be very easy to do, and maybe it's not that terrifying, but once you're actually seated on the hippogriff and realize you're going to be hundreds upon hundreds of feet in the air, it's a little daunting. Cammy would have likely decided to back out of the Manticore hunt, instead opting to continue to feast and then sleep. Which leaves us with the four of you, Sierra, Karina, Uthar, Corden, as the four of you begin to set out with the other Feathergale Knights on a Manticore hunt. That is how we start tonight's session.
Is there only one, or is that non-disclosed?
There's only
It looked
been
like
one
one.
confirmed sighting of a Manticore.
One confirmed, so potential for more.
There is always the potential, yes.
Cordon's hyped up.
Hey,
Wants
let's
to
go!
in and attack the thing, yeah.
Alright, so. Let me get this updated. Always skip the first track.
Oh, hit the first track. Some fighting music on.
Perfect music.
As the group immediately departs, the hippogriffs launching into the air like bullets out of a gun, almost, or an arrow notched from a bow. You watch the four of you. Corden, you are on your own, yes?
On my Griffin, yes. I'd say like he'd probably want to go ahead of the pack a bit.
Yeah. You would just immediately bolt off in the direction that they mentioned the Manticore was. Sort of flying off ahead of the group and kind of on your own a little bit. Behind you, the other four hippogriffs, which would be
I cast
carrying...
mage armor while I'm on the thing.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
The other four hippogriffs, one of which carrying Sierra, one carrying Karina, and one carrying Uthar. The three of you would watch as the Feathergale Knights all kind of like looking to each other from across the hippogriffs and, maybe raising one hand up, holding it out in one direction. You would watch as the three of you begin to separate. It becomes clear that the knights are fanning out in an attempt to search the area more thoroughly to try and find it. So what I would like...
Initiative?
No, we don't need initiative, not yet. What I would like, I'm going to dedicate each of you to a turn. So Sayada, Karina, Corden, and Uthar. And I'm going to go in that order. So, let's find out.
And if I remember
the
correctly,
Go ahead.
if I remember correctly, Mr. Noodles was with Karina.
Yes, I always had the little sneaky with me.
Okay.
'Cause I pet his little hand.
For the first few minutes, you guys are all spread out pretty far away from each other. You're at least 100 feet away from the others, which means that you become your own, like, personal search group. The first minutes of searching goes by, nothing is found. The second minutes. The second minutes. Corden.
Yeah.
From off to your right, you'd say about 100 feet away, you hear the sound of a horn being blown.
Does it? What's it sound like?
I mean, it sounds like the horns that you heard from the feast hall.
Oh. Yeah, I'll go over there. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I would like now. I would like each of you to give me a 1d6.
1D. Fuck.
Uh,
Well,
one-
if this is how my rolls are gonna be tonight, this is not gonna go well.
Actually,
You-
this
you-
is a very good thing.
Huh?
The lone Feathergill Knight is the one who encountered the Manticore. The number that you rolled is the number of rounds until you would arrive where he is currently battling the Manticore.
Oof.
So, Karina, you are going to show up first. Sayera will
Yes.
make it second. Corden, and then last to make it to the encounter will be Uthar.
Man, if this is the way rolls are going tonight.
The tables
Hey,
have
guys.
turned.
Your healer's not there for a while.
So,
Uthar, by the way.
Neither is the off tank.
one
It's
second.
right. Your DPS has arrived.
Yeah, I'll be back in like 45 minutes when we get to round 5.
Round 5. Oh, shit.
Hey, it's round 6 before I get any heals.
Listen, that's called timely arrival. Fashionably late, you know?
Wait. What about the snake? Since the snake is with me, what
It'd
range?
probably be. I mean,
Oh,
I'll
wait,
probably
I'm
control
right.
it, but it'd be on your initiative, probably.
Yeah.
It does have to be within range of me to do actions. It can be as far away from me. It has to be within 100 feet of me for me to look through its eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me.
Dabs and pancakes. Still amuses me.
Oh my god.
Dabbles in
Hey, welcome back,
necromancy.
Speaking of
Dabs
that,
and self-harm.
on
Self.
Yes, sir.
if I'm within 100 feet of my snake, would it be able to tell me something's up?
Yes,
Hoof.
technically.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Is the Manticore bigger than the Hippogriff?
They're about the same size.
About the same?
About.
Oh, so that'll be an interesting fight between the two. If they
Yeah,
fight.
but sitting on one isn't very fun because one's got spiky.
But I'm pretty sure Hippogriff is half CR
So
and
now,
Manticore is 3.
I would like everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, that is how the night's gonna go for you.
Initiative. That's one of the main ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in Maine.
Hey.
Oh my fucking god. Tonight's just not my night. God damn.
What are you talking about?
Peeps.
You rolled the best d6. What are you talking about?
So, I will. Please try to remember
So-
the first number that you rolled in the d6. So, in
We
the
know
combat
rolled the first,
tracker,
but I'd be second. Wait, what?
in the combat tracker, if you click on the little dole crossed swords, you'll notice it
Oh,
says
I'm
rounds
second.
near the bottom.
Oh.
So when that says round 2, Karina, you will join. When it says round 4, Sarah, you will join. And so on and so forth.
So I
Wait,
joined
4.
6. Oh, loud. Yeah, because it's already round 1, so we automatically missed that one.
Yeah.
It's already
This is actually a
happened.
pretty small map, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it
it's
is.
+1 on top of our number.
Correct.
Okay.
Alright. So, the Hippogriff and the Manticore actually start us off. Um,
Epic.
Poggers and chap.
Poggers
you
in chat,
would
please.
watch as the, well, none of you would get to watch this, but from a TV show perspective, so you can imagine the battlefield and all of that kind of fun stuff. You guys are viewers just as much as Chad is right now.
Yeah.
Go team, go.
The Hippogriff just charges down towards the Manticore.
To do a barrel dive? Because that'd be great.
It
Or
would,
whirl, yeah.
probably, if it didn't have somebody on its back.
Oh.
But just as quickly as it sort of almost rams into the Manticore, it just as quickly begins to try to rend at the Manticore with its claws and peck at it with its beak. And it will hit with its claws. And it will hit with its beak.
Good damn.
Which then brings us to the Manticore,
That is some really good starting damage.
who is just immediately going to sort of rearing back a little bit, is just going to swipe its tail in the direction of the Hippogriff 3 times. And the 3 times that it does this, you would watch as the spikes from its tail actually, like, dislodge from its tail and shoot out towards the Hippogriff.
Spoopy.
First is a hit.
Ooh.
Second is a hit. Third is a hit, so 3 hits.
Ooh. The griff down.
For 6, 7, and 4.
Christ on a cracker.
Are those
Thank goodness
D8s?
he's not on a cross.
That brings us to the Feathergale Knights. Who the
Get 'em,
Feathergale
boy.
Knight and the Manticore end up acting on the same turn, basically. So as the Manticore sort of backs away a little bit, you watch as the Knight would immediately pulling out a spear. In one hand and a longsword in the other. As the tail spikes, as the barrage finally ceases, the Hippogriff being urged forward by the Feathergale Knights attempts to stab the Manticore once with a spear and swipe at it in passing with the longsword. spear is a hit, and the longsword is a miss. For 8 damage. And that will
How
theoretically
the cookie
bring
crumbles.
us to a new round. So on this round, Karina, you will be dropping in along with Hippogriff 3. And Feathergale Knight 3. So
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Hippogriff is going to attempt to do the same thing it did before. Swipe with its claws and peck with its beak. To which it misses with both.
Not good.
Yeah, Mr. Niels will be there too.
And you watch as once again the Manticore tries to fling the spikes from its tail towards the Hippogriff again. This time more so targeting the Feathergale Knight on the Hippogriff's back, only throwing one spike towards the Hippogriff itself. Which it hits the Hippogriff, and the Hippogriff begins to drop out of the sky. The other two tail spikes going towards the knights will both miss due to the knight beginning to fall out of the sky. And as you and the other knight are flying in, Karina, you would witness this happening, and you would watch as suddenly the descent of the Feathergale Knight that was falling, plummeting towards the ground, begins to slow. No longer in danger of death from falling. Which would bring us to Feathergale Knight 3. 45. Yeah, you would watch as the Feathergale Knight in front of you, Karina, holding out his longsword, pointing it towards the Manticore, and a bolt of light blue magical energy begins to form and shoot forth from the blade towards the Manticore itself, and will hit for 3 cold damage. And the Manticore's speed is reduced by 10 feet. Which brings us to you, Karina. For now, there's... oh wait, no, the Hippogriff actually goes before you. So never mind. You'll be in melee range. Congratulations.
Great.
Don't worry, I could heal you. Eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't have slow fall. If the Hippogriff goes down, I'm as good as fucked.
I'm just keeping you guys sort of behind the Hippogriff, but technically you're, like, you have the same reach as the Hippogriff, basically. If the Hippogriff can reach it, you can reach it. As it sort of dives down towards the Manticore, once with its claws and once with its beak, will get a hit on its claws, but will critically miss with its beak.
Roll the 1.
And
Yes.
it accidentally kisses the Manticore.
Mwah.
It's a very awkward situation for the two animals. Well, monstrosity and
The hippogriff will have disadvantage on its next attack roll. And that brings us to you, Karina. You're up.
Well, I was gonna do one thing, but now I'm in melee range, so I'm gonna do a different thing. I'm gonna take out my rapier. Obviously, I'm gonna cut my wrist, drop the blood onto the rapier, as it would, instead of going red, it would glow a light blue, seeing as it's cold damage. And then I'm gonna take an attack at the Manticore with it.
Okay. That's a hit.
A
And since I only have my rapier out, I get an increase to my damage by a +2, I believe. Is since and then I get a 1d4 of cold damage. There we go. So 11 damage in total.
Alright, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright, that brings us to the third rounds. So no new combatants this round. Which means we'll blow through
Corn's
this
yelling, but it gets whipped away by the wind.
pretty quickly as we get to Feathergale Knight. Or no, the Manticore. So the Manticore goes first.
Oh, the slow falling one's just out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's out unless this thing lands on the ground. Because at this point he's just barely out of range for like Ray of Frost, which is their longest ranged ability. Sort of wearing back as it flings 3 more spikes towards the hippogriff that you guys are currently on. And will get 1 hit, 1 critical hit, and 1 critical fail. In that order.
Goodness gracious.
So here's the critical. Doesn't do anything, so just the damage. 7 damage from the critical hits. $11 from the non-critical. And the fumble is again pointless for the Manticore. That brings us to Feathergale Knight 3, who is just very quickly going to lash out towards the Manticore twice with a longsword attack. And we'll get a critical hit and a regular miss.
Good gracious.
Thank God that Manticore's not meaner.
Again,
Because I've already heard a lot of
pointless,
crits.
but it does do 13 damage to the Manticore. brings us to the Hippogriff, who is going to lash out with claws and beak. Get 2 hits. And will actually do the job.
Oh my god! Down goes the Manticore.
Yeah, as the Hippogriff just immediately begins to tear into the Manticore. Ripping it apart, in all honesty. You watch as the Manticore and the Hippogriff just begin to, like, spiral down towards the ground, the Hippogriff never relenting on the assaults. After a few more moments, the rest of you would arrive to find the Hippogriff very happily in front of its new kill.
Corn's gonna take his dagger and cut off the beast's head.
Okay.
Do I need to make a check for how well that goes, or?
You can give me a survival check.
Okay.
Well, one Uther rise and one attempt to heal the downed Hippogriff.
Okay.
Survival. Yeah, +1.
Yeah, so whenever my token appears, I'll just pop it on there.
Would the claw be worth anything?
I'll just move your actual tokens here. Your Hippogriffs are in the area, so are the other knights, obviously. Yeah, as you pour magic into the Hippogriff, its wounds beginning to close up, it looks like it was almost on death's door. Like, another moment or two, and it likely would have died.
Is that calculating my +2 from the thing?
I couldn't tell you. You'd have to check and see your bonuses.
I definitely used the wrong spell, but it works.
Gordon, you have no issues getting the Manticore's head off. It does take you a while, but you have no issues.
Awesome. 1 Manticore. How much does it weigh?
About as much as you.
So it weighs 42 pounds. Gotcha.
It's also about as big as you.
That's okay. My left pull drag is still half. Not even that. It's about less than a third.
Alright, so that should be 9 of points of healing, by the way. It's not calculating it.
Okay. Here, let me... Okay, so hold on. What's your,
Disciple of Life.
Okay, and that is... It should be adding 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it should be a D8 plus your spellcasting mod, which is int. Then +2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is +6. Because it's got a
It is?
+2 bonus listed in here. Because it's doing D8 plus int mod plus 2 under bonus. Because your int mod is 4.
Yeah. I was thinking it was 5 for some reason.
Yeah, you don't have 20 int yet. Because you did 1 point into, you did 1 level into sorcerer, so you didn't get an ability score improvement. Yeah, so it is correct. Alright. As everyone here, is preparing to head back towards the Feathergill Spire, the knights are all talking amongst themselves. They're not being secretive or anything of that nature, but you do hear mention of, alright, well, if it was back in this area, its lair can't be far from here. We'll have to go out in the morning and do a thorough sweep.
They're sweeping the air?
In the morning, they will be.
Oh, okay.
To look for its lair.
Okay.
However, nothing else need be done here. You guys would begin to make your way back towards the spire. Your fresh kill with the trophy. Corden is the one trying to lug this thing back, by the way, yes?
Yeah.
I figure the knights would be like, hey, that's ours.
No.
The
Listen,
knights,
that's a mantelpiece of ivory.
I want the ring.
the knights actually don't seem overly concerned with it, in all honesty.
If anything, if they don't care for it, Karina should get it.
You don't have the head.
No, but I also did the
New
damage.
blood. He said whoever brings the
Hey,
head
I was coming
brings me its
next.
head.
Karina's just gonna grab the head, just like, here, at least I can carry it easier.
Fine.
Fucking elf.
Yeah, I'd say he probably wouldn't be able to carry it long without getting very tired.
And bloody.
Alright.
Corn does not mind the blood. He does not have prestidigitation.
It all goes to shit.
I do, however, have that, but I'm not using it.
Seconds, I'm just grabbing the map.
Give. Yeah.
There we go. Let me just put that over here. I just need to be able to have this ready to go up.
Okay.
One of my friends keeps sending me videos of him playing Sekiro on Snapchat. I'm just like, I haven't even played it. Stop. You're just gonna spoil crap. And he has been. He's like, finally we reached into this boss that you didn't know existed.
You should ask Flame about Shakiro.
Fuck!
Listen,
there
I
it is.
watched that man attempt.
He was getting so salty on the spear guy.
Oh, the horse guy?
No, the spear guy, like the first
Oh,
spear
like
dude.
the first actual spear dude.
I remember seeing that one. Anyways.
The first time you go in the memory, because you go far enough and then you see a fucking 2 health bar spear fucker. It's like, oh shit.
Did you even get past Gyobu?
Ooh.
Alright. Here we go.
The
We got
guy
our,
You mean the horse
On the
spirit
horse?
guy?
Yeah.
No, I haven't gone back to fight him yet.
Oh, so you haven't even got to the next boss, which is even more AIDS than
No, I
him.
haven't.
He's even... Oh
Like,
no.
what I really want to do is just level myself up and increase my physical power, and then I'll just go and fight Lady Butterfly again.
So,
You
Lady Butterfly.
Lady
Continue.
Butterfly.
you can go ahead on. We should
Yeah, go ahead on.
get back on track.
Lady
say,
Butterfly.
I was waiting.
Meanwhile.
As all of you begin to make it back to the spire, landing at its pinnacle, the Lord Commander is still there. Savra is there, as well as a handful of other knights. It looks like they were eagerly awaiting the search party's return. As you come flying in for the landing, the knight next to you, Corden, probably gestures for you to hold up the Manticore's head as you land.
Oh lord. Okay. I do so.
Yeah, immediately as soon as all of the other knights on the ground see it, as soon as Safra sees it, as soon as the Lord Commander sees it, it's just an immediate eruption of cheers and hoops and hollers and a praise and everything of that nature. As all of you come in for a steady landing, the Lord Commander begins to approach you, Corden. As he holds up the ring. I see you bring back the beast's head.
Yeah. Indeed, I do bring it back.
Well done, well done, well done. Tell me, were there any casualties? It looks like everyone is here.
One of the griffins got busted up real bad. That's all the only one. I think Uthar over here fix it up pretty good though.
He looks over towards you, Uthar, and you just see him bow in your direction as he looks back towards you. We'll have them tend to it immediately. For now, and he holds up the ring, extending it towards you. A reward, as promised.
Look at the rest of the group, kind of like, should I? Do I? Like, he wanted it, but now it's like, these people were nice to him, and
I say nothing. Just a blank
Oh.
stare.
Corn's gonna take it.
Alright.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
No, you're good. You're fine.
I'll get rid of the Manticore hat.
As everyone begins to dismount from their hippogriffs and the cheers and applause still continue to erupt behind the Lord Commander and Savra, who stands next to him, as he looks towards the four of you. Please, it is late. I'm sure that was more entertainment than we can possibly provide for the rest of the night. I'm sure you're eager to rest, and come tomorrow morning, we'll dine once more, and we can talk more in detail.
Very well.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Savra, if you could, ensure they get back to their respective rooms, and if they need anything, don't hesitate to help them get it, please. She just sort of bows towards him and looking back towards the four of you. Okay, well, right this way. I'm sure you remember the way to your rooms, but walk you there, and if you have any questions or if you need anything, I'd be more than happy to help.
Gordon nods and head off to his room to cast Detect Magic as a ritual on the ring.
Okay. You wouldn't get any pings of magic from the ring. It seems like a ordinary ring, though it does look rather valuable.
Okay. What are some of the features?
It's a relatively ordinary gold ring. The one difference to it is that it is set with a relatively beautiful looking garnet, which is what very likely raises its price so high. As Savra leads the four of you back to your respective rooms, Cammy already asleep in a windowsill or some such. She sort of looks towards the four of you and sort of pulls the four of you aside right before you walk into your respective rooms. Listen, I just wanted to mention that I am more than delighted with the things that all of you have done, from your stories at dinner to your success in dealing with the Manticore even. You have really done more than most could ever expect or ask. I have to confide, the Feathergill Knights, we do have a mission that we're here for. To attempt to quell Waterdeep's enemies, the Feathergill Knights were given a special mission to try and master elemental air. I'd like to meet with the Lord Commander and request that we bring the five of you in. I'm sure that the power that we're trying to unlock and obtain could be useful in dealing with the threats that you mentioned.
Would Gordon be there?
Yeah. She's pulled the four
look
of
at
you
her.
aside. She's talking to the four of you.
Okay. How do you plan to unlock this power?
I don't know all of the details. That's the Lord Commander's job.
Huh. And how do we unlock it? What do we do to obtain the power?
The Lord Commander would fill you in on that if he would agree to bringing the four of you, or I should say the five of you on.
I want to insight her.
Sure.
Yeah.
What I'm looking for is inconsistencies. Like, are they really the Order of the Gauntlet, or they're actually the cult?
Okay.
The way she's talking.
Okay, so you get like, you can tell for a fact that she is actually a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, or at the very least, she used to be. Maybe only very recently, if any, if she's not a member. But for all intents and purposes, you get the feeling that she is actually a member of the Order of the Gauntlet currently. You don't get any vibe that she believes she's a cult member or anything of that nature. She truly believes she is a Feathergill Knight, that she serves Waterdeep, and that her mission is to try and master elemental air.
Okay. I'll listen to what he has to say tomorrow, and then make my decision.
Perfect, perfect. Alright, well, I hope the rest of you can get some much deserved rest, and I will see you in the morning for breakfast.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good night.
So, what do you guys want to do over the course of the night?
Hey, Corden, what do you want to do with that ring?
I don't know. It looks kind of valuable. I already checked. It ain't got no magic on it. Can I inspect it for like an insignia or?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Oof.
Fucking look at it.
You don't
Some
see
of the light from the
you don't
torch
see
just gets in my
insignia
eye.
or anything of that nature on the ring.
It's a gold ring.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just a nice little reward for killing that beast, you know.
You do know gold is a great catalyst for enchantment, right?
Well, yeah, but I got my ring.
Yeah, but
It kind
you
of
can-
holds up his finger.
But you could enchant that ring yourself if you have the time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could probably do a lot of stuff. I don't know. My ring's got sentimental value. And this one could probably fetch a good price if we want to, you know, sell it, split it, use it to maybe buy some potions or something.
It's up to you.
I'll think about it. We don't gotta sell it right away. Plus, you know, it could have some, I don't know, use in the future.
Maybe a bargaining tool one day.
Yeah. Plus, you know, it's not as liquid of an acid as gold, so. Actually, Corden wouldn't know what liquid acids are. He's smart, but he's not learned in business. Yeah, you're right. I'll hold on to it for now. You know, kind of pocket it. He's like, but if you find a use for it, let me know. Well, I thought it was magical.
Hey, you should know better than that.
A gnome can hope. What can I say? Anyway, you have a good night. I'm starting to crash from the adrenaline high off that freaking bird thing.
Flying.
Hippogriff? Yeah.
And at that point, I'll just turn over and go to sleep.
Corden would as well. Go to his room.
Okay.
Some steeds.
I'm already in deep trance.
Nope. Sleepy, sleepy, trancy time.
Trancy.
Trancy wincy.
Stop. Motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So, give me one moment.
Be spooky, I think. Kinda sad I didn't get to cast any spells.
Don't say that.
What do you mean? Don't say that. You're making me nervous now.
I didn't even get to show up. What are you talking about?
Listen, one more turn.
Well,
I'll-
no one got to show up except for me, so.
Monkey.
Be sure to
you-
change if you want to change your prep spells. Be sure to do that now.
I wouldn't say yet.
Huh?
that.
I'm just
You know, I
pulling up some
personally find it
information.
pretty impressive that a drink of booze has lasted this long. What if I just stab everything I see and just never cast a spell?
So,
Oh god.
Dude, I killed my first guy. Doesn't mean I can't kill
Sarah
my next.
and Karina, both of you just go into a trance, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, your trance is 4
Elves.
hours.
4 hours and we're still semi-conscious.
Yep. So I would say you two are able to finish your long rest. You two finish your trance.
Yeet.
Yay.
Are you two in the same room, or are you in different rooms?
No, I think we're in the same room.
I believe we're in the same room, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, ladies.
Yeah, yeet.
Basically, within minutes of you both sort of exiting your trance, maybe you both, open your eyes and look around the room, getting readjusted to the dark vision and things of that nature. Seconds.
What time of night is this?
It would currently
Since by the sound of it, we're about
About
to be having
midnight.
a rude awakening.
about midnight, I would say.
Okay.
All the female guards come into our quarters. Oh.
Ooh.
You watch as the doors to the barracks area that you two were staying in is pushed open, and walking through it is the Lord Commander, and behind him you see 5 Feathergill Knights, and 9 initiates.
So many.
You don't see Savra anywhere in this group. As he sort of looks over towards the two of you, I do apologize for the rude awakening, though elves don't necessarily sleep, do you? I'm sure you both had a decent rest. I'm glad. Unfortunately, we're going to need you to come with us, and we're going to need you to do so peacefully.
Huh.
And at the same time that this is happening, sort of across the hall, where Corden and Uthar would be sleeping, both of you would be rustled from bed, pushed and prodded and poked awake and things of that nature. And as both of you sort of begin to come to, your eyes sort of adjusting to the dim light that fills the room from lit lanterns, you both would see, I would say, roughly another 5 Feathergale Knights and 3 Initiates in your room, as they tell you the exact same thing. We're going to need you to come with us peacefully, no problems.
I mean, was it because of the ring? I mean, I can give you the ring back if that's what you wanted. Like, I recognize you. You're the guy with the griffins. Sorry about that. No.
No response. They stand there. Some of them have their weapons drawn, some of them just have their hands on their weapons, ready to draw them at a moment's notice. But all of them seem to just be standing and waiting for the two of you to begin filing out of the room.
All right. I'm up.
Yeah, I'm up too.
Corden would go peacefully. Kind of not make any sudden moves.
Okay. And Karina, Sierra.
Karina's gonna be skeptical, but she'll follow them out because there's too many, and she knows for a fact she can't do much about this.
Same.
All right. You would watch as one of the Feathergill Knights would pick up the sleeping Cammy and begin to carry her. As the five of you are led back up through the spire to the pinnacle. As the four of you are gathered next to each other, and one of the Feathergill Knights sort of standing off to the side, still holding Cammy, the Lord Commander steps up, looking towards the four of you. It is an absolute shame that you have to be so persistent with this whole cult theory. If you had just been out to fight evil and left it at that, maybe we could have worked something out, but it's clear that the five of you are going to be a threat.
Well, this is quite the predicament we've gotten ourselves into here.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to kill you. I hate getting blood on my hands when it's not necessary. So, I offer you the choice. Either be forcibly thrown off of this rooftop, or go jump off yourself.
Corn looks at the others. Looks back like, "You want us to jump?"
Yes.
Corn has slow fall. So it's gonna be like, you, you, you throw us off?
We will. You watch as he looks over towards the knight that is carrying Cammy, and he just nods, and you watch as the knight begins to walk towards the edge.
Corn would run after him.
The moment you start to move, you watch as all weapons are drawn and pointed towards you.
You said I had a choice. You said I had a choice.
You do. And he'll call out to the knight, and the knight will stop.
Take Cammy.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll see you guys on the other side then. And I'll take Cammy with me.
Okay. It's going to be a real struggle for you to hold Cammy, given the size difference, but...
Yeah. I'll look up and it'll be like, on second thought, Karina, say either you want to come, help
Yeah,
me
I'll
with
walk
it?
over and help.
Thank you.
So, what's this room looking at? Where are all the knights at?
Sure thing.
Pretty much surrounded, probably.
So,
So effectively, they don't like us chasing after the cult.
We're too nosy for them.
there anything of note that I can kind of turn back around and anything that I can see?
Oh,
Uh,
investigation.
Yeah, like any shrines, anything? Is there anything on the way up that I noticed? Um, I'm looking for, things that would be useful. Maybe traps.
You
I wouldn't look at anything on
remember
the way up because
traps.
actually,
Yeah, you wouldn't remember any
Actually-
traps or anything of that nature.
Okay. Cause like this, I don't know. The top of the tower might have some significance, and I think Corden would want to suss that out before jumping.
Alright, so. This is not all of them, but it will give you a large representation of how many there are and where they are at roughly.
Howling hatred.
Right, bro.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you can just look at the combat tracker. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like there's 6 initiates,
And that's not counting the Lord Commander on that
4
list.
Feathergale Knights, and the
That's 5 fellow Gil Knights.
5? Oh, there are 5. We know what their thing is out of character.
And that's not counting the Lord Commander either, so.
Yep. Cordcast sleep.
Oh god.
No, he doesn't have that learned.
And then the commander. Okay, and
Question:
there.
Can I
There
miss
we
that
go.
before I hit the ground?
That's what I was gonna do.
You can try, but I will have you roll a con check as a concentration check to see if you
Okay.
can maintain your composure enough to actually do that with the impending threat of splat.
I was gonna
Lightning
miss it.
threat of splat.
I was gonna
Also
Misty step
says you
into the
just-
water.
It says you teleport, not that you stop momentum.
Like I said,
I don't wanna
into
be
the
like a
water.
Debbie Downer.
Into the water.
Oh, into the water. Okay, okay.
It's still gonna hurt, but it's probably not gonna kill you.
Yeah, maybe you'll just
Probably.
break your legs.
Or do you guys have slow fall?
Instead of dead.
I think you're the only one with Soul Fall, and I don't have Misty Step either, so.
I mean,
Looks
I
like
could
I'm
just
gonna have
slow fall
another character
all
probably
of us.
die.
Shit.
Yeah, I could feather fall up to 5 creatures, guy. But would they look over the edge and see us falling? Wait, we fall 60 feet per second, so. Wait, no. 20 feet per second. 20, 46, yeah. That's still pretty fast.
So is this all the people that are up here on this floor?
There's a few more scattered around the area, but this is about half of them that would be on this floor. Yes.
So they're back a little bit. So if they're over there and we're all in this kind of corner, then in that case, Quinn kind of be like, all together. Because what he's
Definitely
thinking is, as long as they don't see him, he's thinking I can last minute cast it and we'll be down on the ground, but We'll still fall pretty fast. Get some distance. Because if they have griffins, they might be able to chase. So
Yeah, well, the threat of death
does
by
that mean we're
falling will
ready?
be gone.
all right. Let's see. How did it fall? Yeah, Gordon, ask everyone. Do we all want to go together?
I just
Better
nod.
better to die as a group than die alone.
Yeah. Two of you should probably, get Cammy's arms and legs.
Well, I'll take Cammy's arms. I think Uther will take her legs.
Just take one in each arm.
Yeah.
I'll take the other arm.
If he uses a parachute.
Oh,
Well,
I'm so sorry.
thanks for the ring, I guess. And Gordon will jump off the edge.
Yeah, we all jump, I guess.
Yep.
Yep, we all jump.
Yay!
Right as
Swan
he
dive,
passes
let's
out of
go.
sight. By
Okay,
default.
so-
Dive, excuse me?
So let me.
Oh, where's the commander at?
He would be right there. I just didn't grab his token.
I didn't see where that was.
It's an arrow.
Oh, I see the arrow. Yeah, I see it. As
right next to steps.
as we jump, I'm literally casting web on this whole group,
Okay.
just so they have a rough time following.
Okay.
Slowpoke.
As you jump off the edge, you are about, I would say, 400 feet up. How long
Karina's
would
just
you?
gonna fucking stare at that. and
How
be like,
long
"Oh,
would you
fuck."
wait to use slow fall?
I'd go halfway. Once we're halfway.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask. And the reason that I wanted to ask that, as you guys are falling for a few seconds, Corden, you've been counting it out in your head. 20 feet per second. You've been counting it out in your head. You figure at about 120 feet. Very suddenly, each of you feel something grab hold of your arm, your shirt, your cloak, something. And you realize you're no longer descending.
Uh-oh. Gordon will open his eyes.
As you open your eyes and sort of look up to see what has slowed your descent, all of you, you see sort of above each of you, now holding on to one per each of you, holding on to you are these bird-like people.
Oh, are they struggling with web, by the way?
Up top, yeah, they struggled for a little bit. They struggled for a little bit.
Hello?
Hi.
Aarakocra? Wait, would he know what these are? Bad person?
Yeah, can I do a
Cord's
check
a
to see if I
smart
know?
guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
All
pretty
of
sure I
you-
should know.
All of you can give me a history to see if you know Aarakocra.
Holy shit, it's a bird.
Fuck.
Karina and Uthar, you know about Aarakocra most definitely. Corden and Sierra, you two have heard of Aarakocra. Uthar and Karina, what you two know of Aarakocra is that they are enemies of elemental evil. They are in service to the Wind Dukes of Akka. Aarakocra scout the plains in search of temples of elemental evil, and they spy on malign elemental creatures and then either take the fight to those creatures or report back to the Wind Dukes. Basically, they are sort of a almost like a police force within the elemental evil area. On the material plane, they create areas atop the highest mountains, especially peaks near portals to the elemental plane of air. From such heights, they watch for signs of elemental incursions as well as for innocent threats to their home plane. They prefer to live their lives like the wind, unburdened and ever-moving, yet they watch over a region for years if that's what it takes to guard against the incursions of elemental evil. They have no concept of political borders or property ownership, and the value of gems, gold, and other precious materials means little to them. In their eyes, a creature should use what is necessary and then cast what is left on the wind for others to use. But as the four of you look up and see these Aarakocra above you, you watch as one of them's beak begins to move, and you hear this voice emit from it, but none of you recognize the language.
Do you speak common?
Oh god.
Fuck, I wish I had the stuff to comprehend languages, but I don't.
After a few more moments, another Aarakocra begins to speak up, this time speaking in another language, but none of you recognize this language either.
Do you speak Gnomish?
Do you
speak Elvish? Because a lot of us know that.
Suddenly, as the Aarakocra all begin to sort of talk with each other, now using, it appears to be one singular language.
Just out of curiosity, what's the lifespan of these things?
Free real estate.
I wish I had a pinch of salt or salt, because then I'd be able to understand.
I mean, you didn't pull any from the campfire?
No! I didn't pull anything from the fucking feast either. 'Cause I'm a dumbass.
You're a dumbass.
I am!
Stay.
The entire time, the Aarakocra seem to have been flying you through the Sighing Valley, the region that makes up the section of the Somber Hills where the spire was located. As you begin to come to a rather remote clearing with what appears to be a camp of sorts, a watch post hidden with brush. As the five of you are sat down, the Aarakocra begin to sort of scatter amongst the camp, moving things around.
I'll bow to the ones that saved me.
Same.
Same. It's a very good thing to do, especially since they just saved our lives.
Corden begins to hyperventilate and kind of look around. He goes, "Oh shit!" He looks up at Uthar and says, "I forgot Jimmy." Shit. Realizes he forgot his chicken.
God.
He forgot his pet chicken.
Not Jimmy!
Not Jimmy.
He'll
We're
be
gonna
fine.
eat him.
I
He'll be
forgot.
fine.
The real question
Jimmy
is,
could get
where
it
did
out.
you forget Jimmy?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I was
'Cause
going to eat him anyway.
I don't even remember you mentioning Jimmy during the entire feast hall or any of that kind of stuff.
No, we
He
haven't
forgot
had Jimmy
him.
for a while.
He forgot him. He was. He was. It was a rough time. The Earth Temple. Okay. Sacrifices had to be made.
Oh,
Cammy-
Jimmy!
Cammy ate him last night.
He remembers. He didn't see Jimmy after they took away his gear, and he wasn't there with it.
You haven't had Jimmy since the Earth Cult, since you were captured.
I feel like the Earth Cult had Jimmy in the literal sense in their stomachs.
Who knows?
Um,
Maybe one day when you go back there, you might find Jimmy.
I feel like, yeah.
Might?
He's in the garden just
Sorry.
eating seeds.
I'm sorry. He composes himself. Um, he's a bit sad, but because he's like thinking, his thought process was birds. Oh, I speak with small animals. Maybe they speak the same language as Jimmy because they're both birds, and I can converse with small animals. Wait, where'd Jimmy go? Wait, I never picked up Jimmy. Is that sorry? He's grieving over his lost chicken.
After all that, you're grieving for your chicken.
He loves small animals.
Oh, don't
Especially
worry. He tried to
Vrock's.
tame something else even worse.
It's not a Vrock. What was it?
Flying,
blood-sucking.
flying flesh fucking things. They're disgusting.
It's like a bat mixed with a mosquito. One of those.
What?
But yeah, sorry. Off topic.
You hear the Arakakra continuing to have a conversation amongst themselves. Occasionally, they would glance over, looking towards the five of you. And after a couple of minutes of back and forth banter between themselves, you would watch as one of them would begin to approach the five of you. And in his hands, you see him clutching a small pendant by the chain.
I will grab the pen or examine it.
I mean, looking at it, it looks to be a relatively ornate pendant. You can immediately see that it apparently has an emerald embedded in it. It looks very finely crafted out of golds with very intricate details on it and things of that nature. It looks insanely expensive.
20 gold says that thing can translate.
As he holds his hand out towards the five of you with the pendants in his grasp, he just motions it back and forth between the five of you, sort of offering up to one of you.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, yeah, take it.
Alright,
Give
so
it to the
who-
sage that knows all the languages.
Alright, so who's taking the pendant?
It's Sarah.
Sierra?
Sarah.
Okay. Do you put the pendant on?
I investigate it.
Okay. Are you trying to figure out if there's anything magical about it?
I'm just gonna touch it and cast Identify.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let him.
You don't see any like hidden compartments in the pendant or anything of that nature, though it does look, like I mentioned before, it looks very intricately made. This is probably the finest pendant that you've ever seen. Uthar, you immediately can tell that it is imbued with magic. The magic is related, in theory, to the School of Transmutation. What the amulet is it is an amulet of Erakakra. It's sort of bestows the gift of Orin to its wearer. The person who wears it can speak and understand the Orin language.
Yay.
It's safe to put on, just let you learn their language.
I'll put it on.
Okay. So, under abilities...
Oh, they don't literally turn into an Aarakocra?
No.
Damn. I had
You
had a-
want me to turn?
I had a good one-liner. If he didn't tell
I am now a bird lady.
Sierra about if he didn't tell her that it was going to transform her, which I thought it was. And you were
You look like one of the bird ladies off of Wind Waker.
Corden was gonna say, in gnome culture, that's considered a dick move. Like,
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm glad one person gets the reference.
As you put the pendant on, Sarah, the bird begins. I say the bird. The Arakakara begins speaking again.
Do I put this in my inventory
No,
at this point? No, you have it.
no. I'll give it to you if you end up keeping it. But for now, you have the language enabled.
Cool.
So I direct you to chat.
I'm just saying that language looks like some calculus I don't want to learn.
Welcome to Orin.
Am I allowed to translate for the group?
Yeah.
He's asking why we were thrown off the edge.
Tell him we're what we're doing. We were mistaken that they were the Order of the Gauntlet.
Oh, we mistook them for the Order of the Gauntlet?
Yes.
And turns out they worship
However,
elemental evil, right?
However, the door lady I think is tricked as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to type?
We can continue from here with the assumption that you're translating for them, so I'll just speak it out.
Okay. Go with that. It's gonna take me a while. Oh, am I speaking? Wait, what?
No.
Oh.
I'm just trying to compose how he would respond.
Okay.
The five of you fight the elemental evils, yes? We have been watching the Spire and these cult members for quite a while now. We were debating on what action to take when, on our scouting, we saw the five of you thrown from the rooftop. If you are intent on confronting the evil in the canyon, we can run interference with the cults and prevent them from doing the same to anyone else that they tried to do to you tonight, and helping where we possibly can.
Thayer, what's he saying? Is it good or bad?
He's asking if we want to help defeat the evil that was in the canyon.
Personally, I think we need to get this information to Valivo and let him tell the actual Order of the Gauntlet what's going on. Pretty sure they won't be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's how are we gonna let the lady in the bottom of the tower know? You know, like message or something?
I do not.
Oh, I know message.
But as far as the tower, why don't we just bring the tower down?
Just because you have removed a base does not mean they won't move.
But if they don't suspect it, there's gonna be heavy casualties from that tower falling.
Right.
And then we can
but
pick up what the pieces.
So I would like to
Yeah.
point out, you would have got a decent view of it as the Aircocker were flying you away. That tower is not connected to the ground. It is a literal floating fortress.
Oh,
So how did we get up? What?
You crossed over
How did
a
we get in?
drawbridge from a ledge.
Oh.
oh, shit,
Okay.
that's badass.
So it's being suspended magically.
You imagine so.
Yeah, and you guys know like someone who can do the opposite of raise mountain?
I mean, I have dispel magic.
I don't think that's gonna work here.
I don't think that's young enough.
Corin attempts to cast Tensor's Falling Fortress.
No.
uh, I don't think we can move that thing, but I'm willing to knock some heads together. I mean, I'm gonna get hidden.
Fuck.
God.
We also know some of them are gonna be out this morning, so there'll be even less in the tower because they're going out to check the
Oh yeah, that's
the
right.
Manticore cave. So they're gonna
Tran-
be sooner the strike with the betters.
Sierra, translate that to him. Tell him there will be a scouting party looking for a Manticore cave.
There should be a scouting party of the group that we were thrown off of from, looking out for a manticore.
They
Well,
see-
the nest. We already killed the Manticore. They're going to
see
try and
the
find the
Oh,
Manticore's
a
nest.
lair?
nest. Yeah, a lair of sorts.
We know where this lair is. It's not far from here.
Is there any more issues inside the cave other than the Manticore? Translate that.
Is there anything else in the cave that we should know about?
Just the Manticore.
He says just the beast itself.
Maybe we can ambush the scouting party and then disguise ourselves as them.
I like that, because then we can also tell the nice lady at the gate what's actually happening. And we
Just
have
take
an
their
alibi.
armor?
That's not gonna work for me.
No, it's not gonna- in their armor, they're probably too tall.
Well, either way, we can take them and get information.
Interrogate.
So-
Yeah,
We can take them back to Valivo. Then send them off to headquarters.
So we can.
What is this Aarakocra? The name?
Did you ask what his name is?
Yeah, I asked it in chat.
I did not see that. One second. My name is Gruk. And he begins to point towards the other Aarakocra. They all look pretty similar, honestly. There's no, like, distinguishable features between the 5 of them, so it's going to be very difficult to keep which one is which. But he begins to point at each one individually from left to right. That is Ra, that is Ika, that is Kricker, and that is Kirk.
Ask him how he feels about setting up an ambush for the scouting party.
How do you feel ambushing this party that is attempting to deal with the Manticore?
We can run interference if they have backup lying in wait anywhere, or if they send another party looking for them.
So it would be us fronting the fort,
Whatever
which is
the
fair.
original party is, yes.
Okay.
When we went, we were out with 4 riders, right? 5 to
Yeah.
fight the Manticore.
Yeah, you went with 4.
I got that right. I missed one, but
Close.
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 I tried.
Their
Pika.
names
Pika Pika.
are...
Oh, it's not super important at the moment, but so there's only 4 Aarakocra at this particular camp. I mean 5.
Those are the Aarakocra's names.
Okay.
Yeah, not Pika like Pikachu.
Nah, it's Pika. Listen.
No. Pika, not Pika.
I got it. I got it.
But yes, there's only 5 here.
Okay.
Alright, so if we ambush them, chances are, since we're fighting the main force and then they're running interference, we'll be fighting 4 riders and 4 griffins. Or hippogriffs, I mean.
So 8 total, 2 attacks each.
Hmm. So we'll be at a very big disadvantage.
We will be. Because it'll be 2 to 1 in terms of actual manpower. so to speak.
Ask them if their hippogriffs could follow them into the cave, or is it too small?
Oh, the Aarakocra?
Yeah.
Oh, can't they fly?
I think he's referring to
The cave. Like, can their hippogriffs follow them inside the cave?
Oh, ask him that. Okay, yeah. Could the knights have their hippogriffs in the cave? Is the cave large enough?
Yes.
They could. Okay. Tell the group that.
Well, do we want to go for the cave while they're out? Or do we want to go for the tower while they're out? Because I feel like early morning light, once we see those griffins go out, we should probably...
Corden, what spells do you know that could hurt many people at once?
hurt many people? I know knock. Oh wait, no, that's shatter. Sorry, to get my spells confused. I know nothing for damage, but I got sleep that I could whip up.
I know 2 spells, Shatter and Burning Hands. What about you, Sierra? What do you know?
Scorching Ray.
Uh,
I was thinking on taking Shatter, but
you know sleep?
I don't.
how do you know?
Dang. I was gonna say, a couple of birds flying in midair. Let's see,
I see where you're going.
they far enough away. Maybe.
I think our best option right now is to return with the information we have. Maybe ask him if they have any more information on everything they know about the tower and the people in it.
Do you know anything about the people in the tower that we were dealing with?
We know that they are trying to summon a great elemental evil. We know that they worship winds. And we know that they ride giant vultures.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a problem.
Yes, that's what confused me and why I didn't suspect them. Because they were riding hippogriffs when we were there.
I mean, multiple ways to make a vulture look like a hippogriff, or just use a hippogriff for covert operations. Now, what's the name? The nice lady at the door said. She said all this stuff kind of revolves around God, I can't remember her name today.
Savras,
Savras.
if you're referring to the woman at the front, or at the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Savras said we could be inducted by the one gentleman who knew everything.
Yeah, I don't think that's on the table anymore.
He knows everything though. So if we go in very quickly, dispatch him, bolt out, that'll set back the summoning at for quite a while at least, I'm guessing.
You make it sound easier than it is. We won't know where he is in the tower. And then we have to fight through all his people.
Yeah.
So, should we deal with the external force? Will be trapped in a corner, essentially, and then have to deal with a beast if they haven't killed it already? Or do we attack a fortress and attempt to stall their attempts to summon a deity, essentially?
Personally, I don't think we can handle the tower.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think we're ready
Muhtar's
either.
making some
But
good points.
I'm down to try. So
I think our
they
best
threw
bet.
me off a roof, and I'm not okay with that.
I think our best bet is to capture one of the scouting parties.
Get some information that way.
I
Yeah.
like that idea. And then we can take them back to our contacts, maybe.
I definitely say we fight in the cave so they don't have the aerial advantage.
I like this, yeah. Make them fight on our terms.
The Arakakra would further mention that they will ensure that the scouting party tomorrow is able to find the Manticore's lair, and they point you towards over towards the edge of the area that the camp currently rests on. They literally can point down towards a cave entrance. It is a hop, skip, and a jump away, basically.
So it's visual distance
Yes.
easily.
If that's the case, why don't we scout it out and set up some traps?
Yeah. I'm down for that. I got some rope. We could probably make a couple, traps. Maybe a pitfall. Some stakes in the ground, something like that.
You mean punch?
Well, I mean the rope could be used for another trap.
Oh yeah.
I got some jam. If we want to make them slip and slide on the ground. But yeah, let's explore first.
Yeah, I think we're gonna scout out the cave real quick.
Let's do it. I'll let the Arakakra know of our intentions, and then should we head out? Or should we continue getting rest because we were rudely awakened? Or do we have the time? Is another question.
You have time to... depending on what time in the
At this
morning
point,
they would
since-
start out. At this point, it's around 1 a.m.
Gordon's
Right,
fine
so
without a
it's
rest.
only been
Yeah, I'm fine with the rest.
an
Yeah.
hour.
Okay.
I think,
Okay.
if you brought that up, Gordon would be like, I'm a bit tired, but I definitely used to have many
You're
spells
wide awake
yesterday.
after falling 100-something feet.
I think he actually would be.
You're fucking damn right you would be.
Okay.
Adrenaline pumping, I'm still going.
So you guys are going to make your way down the cliff towards the cave entrance?
Yeah.
Alright. Clear all initiatives.
Oh, fresh initiative?
Don't have to roll yet. But it'll be coming here in a little bit. One way or another.
Do we find
No.
anything in the cave?
You guys
Well,
can find
that's
that out
what he-
yourself.
Yeah, so I'm saying we're about to find out.
Oh boy. Ooh.
No, it's actually a fairly good sized cave.
Ooh, can we loot the boxes?
I'm pretty sure the boxes aren't there.
No, in the back corner.
I know.
Oh.
Are they there or not? Like, I'm pretty sure they're not.
You'll find out as you venture into the cave. As the four of you
I mean-
make your way towards the cave's entrance, you do get a stench of death emanating from the cave before you even walk
Wonderful.
inside.
Dark.
It is dark
Yeah, I'm not.
in the cave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick by the one with dark vision. I'm not.
So all
going
three
to-
of them.
Yep, and so I'm not going to use any light until I need to.
Okay.
So I'm ready. We'll ready. Dancing lights for whenever they tell me something's up.
Okay. And you guys can proceed further into the cave as you wish, in the order that you wish.
Gordon will actually go behind Karina. He
I'm
knows.
just-
Drow got that dark vision 120. 120 vision.
I will go next to Karina.
As you
Don't be on my back.
as you make
No.
your way
I'm not Munir here.
into the cave,
Next to you.
a
No, I'm talking about
pull-
Gordon. Gordon's trying to climb my back.
Oh,
Just copping a feel.
Hey, hands to yourself there, gnome.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's not.
coffin of you.
He grabs a kneecap.
Pretty much.
Sorry, Clay.
A pool fills the center of this deep cave, apparently born from a natural spring beneath the rock and flowing outward into the river. Long stalactites hang above the pool, surrounding a natural central pillar, and water drips from the stalactites into the pool, echoing throughout the cave. Some of the debris here looks like leftovers from an old camp, including 4 old crates and what appears to be bones of orcs scattered throughout the cave. Just immediately, even through the darkness around the cave, you can see scattered along the edge of the pool and throughout the cave, you can see the slight glint of silver and gold pieces just scattered across the floor kind of thing.
Oh, we're gonna be here a while.
Oh yeah.
And
Wait,
as
sorry, could you repeat that?
You heard me.
There's
Actually,
money
I know.
about.
I was. Okay. Sorry, I was.
There's money everywhere.
Gotcha.
And as the 4 of you come completely around the corner, sort of opening up to the entire cave, you would see sort of nesting kind of in the middle is a Manticore.
Oh fuck.
Is it the mate of the one we killed?
You can only imagine.
Is it sleeping?
Is it sleeping? Do
It
we
is
roll
not.
advantage? Shit.
It is very lazily just staring at the 4 of you.
Would I know that manticores are intelligent enough to converse with?
Yeah. Same.
You can try.
I just want to know if I would know.
Want a
I
history
don't
check?
think it speaks any of the languages we have though. Possibly, but
It's called common.
Yeah. Would I have to like roll a history check?
Yeah.
Oh. Shit.
Proficient.
So
Oh,
12, 5,
That
and
was
15.
wrong one. Wait. No.
Corin, you're not gonna roll.
Do you want me to roll as well?
It's up to
Oh,
you.
okay. It's a history. Yeah.
Corin,
Oh, shit.
you would know that manticores can
holy shit.
actually converse. It's very rare and not something that people typically try to do, but you've read tales of it being a thing. Uthar, you've heard rumors. Karina, you've heard rumors, but nothing concrete.
Me, I don't
Hello
know.
there,
Hey.
mighty beast. Corden offers a bow.
This is sort of
To it.
yawns, looking over towards you.
We received word that a hostile group of knights are on their way to your lair. We are not comrades of these knights, and we're looking to ambush them to further our own gains.
It
Does
actually
this-
yawns.
Oh,
As it looks over towards you.
I'm not gonna spill the beans yet. I'm just gonna kind of let it ponder the question. It's like,
So what you're telling me is that a snack wandered into my cave before the main dish arrives. All of you
If
would
the
understand
main-
this. It is said in common.
Oh, fuck.
if the main dish is knights in steel, tough, tasteless armor, then I suppose they could be a main course, or they could be a threat.
The orcs had steel as well. Look at what it did for them.
Well, these knights are the ones that killed the other Manticore that I witnessed.
Gordon will nod and say, they murdered your mate. What he says is true.
It is a shame. But if he got himself killed, then he wasn't strong enough. I'll find another.
Does that not worry you?
Just because he was weak, I am not. As it would begin to stand up. It's not moving towards the four of you yet, but it is now stood up.
Gordon casts shreds.
You can't do that on the.
It's not hostile to me. Not
Does
yet.
it say humanoid? I don't remember.
That isn't hostile towards you. Advantage
Okay.
on charisma checks at one creature, not a construct.
It's hostile towards us.
I don't look at the combat tracker. It hasn't made a move yet.
You're right.
You can try to cast it if you want.
I already said he's gonna do it, so there's
Okay.
no point going back on what I said.
So the magic, you can feel the magic sort of build up in your fingertips, and you feel the magic completes. So you're down one
I don't
spell
like where
slot.
this is going. No, it's friends is a cantrip.
Oh, you're right, cantrip. Yeah, so you feel the magic completes, but the Manticore doesn't look any friendlier towards you.
He was trying to do that
Oh,
discreetly,
boy.
by the way. Would say, well, if you seem to believe that there is a larger meal coming, surely it would be less effort for you to allow us to join in the melee with this meal.
If I wasn't hungering for a snack, I might take you up on it. You watch as it begins to sway its tail back and forth, like a cat getting ready to jump on its prey.
No checks, no checks, come on! Cohen just kind of looks around like, help me out here, guys. I think, yeah, I have a +1 to persuasion, so if someone more charismatic wants to go
I got
tally
you,
ho with
boo.
this,
I got
thank
+5.
you. Thank you.
All right, what should I say? I got +5.
Try to convince it to not eat us at the very least.
Listen, we're not worth your time. You have a bigger meal coming. And we can help you.
If you're not worth my time, then it means that you're not strong at all. It'll be a quick meal. I'll get an hour's nap in, and then the main dish will arrive. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Motherfucker.
Well, looks like the peace treaty didn't work.
I suck. Hey, only one. Hey. Bottom of the list, guys. Bottom. Oh, well. Nice guys finish last. I mean, nice girls finish last.
Yikes. Gordon still has mage armor because it hasn't been 8 hours, by the way. I'm keeping track of that.
I don't need to cast mage armor.
Lucky son bitch.
Like, oh, wait. Cammy is still back at the camp, yeah?
And
Yeah.
a natural 20 initiative for the Manticore.
Of course.
Of course. Well, fair, it was already gonna attack us.
All right.
Does my dancing lights go off for myself?
Yes, it does. I'll give
Yeah.
you that at least.
I mean, you did
Sarah,
have
where
it.
would you be standing, by the way, on the map?
I'd be standing next to Karina, and then Uthor would be behind us, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where Corden is.
Okay.
It's right here, right behind, or would have been.
How far away were we when we were talking Manticore?
Where you guys
About
are
right here.
now on the map?
No, I don't see it.
About 55 feet away from it.
55?
55?
But I assume this is
And
Wait.
hold person's a
Alright,
60-foot
let's see.
spell, but doesn't matter because it's gonna rush us.
Hold person wouldn't work.
You're right. He's not a humanoid. Dang it.
that guy? Wee wee? Hold on.
Oh, that is
Wait.
perfect.
Oh boy.
You watch as it lashes its tail in your direction, and you watch as 3 different spikes come flying out. One towards Karina, one towards Sierra, and one towards Corden.
Wonderful.
What the fuck?
For
Great,
Karina
spikes.
first. 15 to hit.
Oof.
Makes it or breaks it.
She takes 6 piercing damage. Sierra. A 7 will miss.
Hey.
And Corden. A 24 to hit.
No, that misses.
As you take 10 piercing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Reduced.
And that
Bite
will
on
bring
it.
us to Karina.
I need my snake, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Also, if you look at the tower map,
I've closed
Cammy's
that.
there. She's still up there, chilling.
Alright, I'm gonna take out my crossbow, grab one of the arrows, cut my wrist, as the blood will drop onto the crossbow, causing a glow of light blue as well, and then take aim at the Manticore from this range.
Okay. Alright, there's your snake.
20 to hit,
That'll hit.
Nice.
5 damage, and then the 1d4 of cold damage.
Another 4.
That'll be 4,
Nice
that'll
roll.
be 12, I believe.
Jeez.
That's correct.
Good hit.
And Uthar, that brings us to you and your snake.
Snake's just gonna sit there for a second. Oh, I need to check a range on something real quick.
Okay.
What is the range? 60 feet. Oh! I'm gonna cast web on it.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh.
What does Web do?
Gonna goo it.
It's gonna restrain it.
Oh, okay.
Did
And
I
it
cast
fails.
it? Alright, and effect.
Nice.
Alright, so it is now restrained.
It takes 4 damage.
Also, web does fire damage. Ooh.
Web does fire damage?
I don't know why it does fire damage because It's web. Oh no, that's if it's lit on fire. Never mind.
Oh.
Oh,
was
that's
gonna
what I was
say-
thinking
Take
of
that
doing.
back.
Take that back.
That's what I was thinking of doing. It
You
doesn't
got
break the web, does it?
Firebolt?
Oh, it does. It breaks the web.
So let's not do that.
And for my bonus action, I will give Corden a healing word.
Okay.
I can't
What?
do that. Never mind.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
In my turn.
Corden?
Yeah, save your stuff. I've got health for days.
What would you like to do, my short friend?
Oh, is it me?
It is.
Going to cast a magic missile
Alright.
at the big bad boy. 1, 2, 3.
I don't see our tokens on map.
You don't?
Which map are you looking at?
I'm looking at the one with the cave.
You don't see your
Alright,
tokens
look.
there?
I genuinely do not.
Try closing the map. a little
Close
bit.
it. Yeah.
Close it and then reopen it. Send it!
Alright, how about now?
Hey, thank you. Oh, you have to have it minimized? Wait, how do you drag?
No, so you look in the bottom right hand corner, you see a little gold icon. You can click on that and then drag your mouse up, down, left, right. You can zoom wheel in to scroll in, zoom wheel out to
Oh.
scroll out.
Whoa, what is this?
Just use your mouse wheel. It's so much easier.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you.
Anything else, Corden?
I'll step up. About here. Whoa. Oh lord. I targeted everything.
Yeah, I
please
noticed.
don't.
Can you not hit us with magic missile?
So, yeah,
Oh,
that
No,
brings
no,
us
no,
to
I already
you.
hit him. I hit him
Uh,
for 12 damage.
Okay.
And,
That's the end of the turn.
The
Just
target.
so you know, web is a 20-foot radius, and it's difficult terrain
20-foot
and
radius.
lightly obscured.
Does
With
it just say
scorching
20-foot
ray?
radius?
20-foot cube, and it's lightly obscure area.
Alright. Alright, what was your question, Theater?
Scorching ray.
Yeah, you could use that.
Take that shit.
Just, go ahead and roll the first attack.
Cast.
Why were you at disadvantage?
What?
It should have been advantage.
That's advantage, not disadvantage.
Oh, okay, it is advantage. Oh, okay. That
Wait, why am I on
is-
advantage?
I have it restrained.
It's
Oh,
restrained.
right.
So 18 will be a hit. But before you roll damage or anything else, can I get you to give me a d20?
Shit. I forgot the fucking beer. Oh no.
Oh lordy.
You forgot the what?
Oh no. The alcohol.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It hit the top of the screen.
You got a 4.
Yeah.
Can I get you to give me a Constitution saving throw?
Okay. Guys, I got this.
Don't fuck this up. Use your legendary action if you fail.
Yep.
Legendary.
Okay.
See, I'm
Sarah,
getting fucked here.
one moment, please. Can I get you? And as soon as these words leave my mouth, there's a lot of other people in this group that are going to know exactly what's coming.
Oh god.
Can
I already know
I
what's
get
coming.
you to do slash die 1d10,000?
No!
Oh,
no! It's back!
What?
I know for a fact what's going on because I
I
had a character that did this.
I just can't get away from this wild sorcerer. I just can't. Every game,
No, you
there's at
can't.
least one.
So can I get
Oh,
you to
that's
do
hilarious.
slash die D-I-E 1d10,000?
1d 10,000.
Correct.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
8,488.
Oh, this is hilarious. I'm glad. I'm happy.
What does this do? I don't know.
You're about to find out.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Look, let's just say
8,000 what?
let's just say be glad you didn't roll a 10,000.
So
8,488.
every woman within 60
No.
yards.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
So Karina and Sarah. Cammy is not here and she is not within 60 yards. You both feel magic begin to sort of envelop your bodies.
Oh no! 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 Not now! We're trying to find a Manticore, bro.
And you feel yourselves
No!
change.
No.
Though you're not sure on
But-
what level or how.
It's my dick in a drink, girl.
Does the Manticore change any?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Because the Manticore's
Does it say all
It's
females?
a
The Manticore is
Oh
female.
no.
It's 14,
And it's within 60 yards.
Oh shit!
What does that word even mean? I don't even know what this word means.
Impunity?
Yeah.
You don't know what impunity? Oh dear.
I
like
know
at
a
will.
lot of words, but that's like one of the only ones I don't know.
It's like at will.
Yeah, exemption from punishment or freedom from the consequences
Injurious,
of an action.
injurious consequences of an action. Well, fuck. So if I do something bad, I get no consequences now? Is that what it's saying?
I mean, since you've read it, and I'll kind of reveal for the entire group so that nobody is left out of the dust. From this point on, for the rest of your lives, if you are completely naked, you can lie and get away with it every time without fail. It'll never be figured
Oh
out
my
that
fucking
you're,
god.
it'll never
Oh
be
my
figured
God,
out that
that's
you're
The
overpowered.
characters can be knit.
like, even
Now-
if they find out that you're lying, they won't give a shit.
As long
But
as
thi-
you're
but
not
this is-
wearing
but this is
fucking clothes.
Only while you're naked.
Guys, we have found a loophole. This is what we need for the cults.
Oh my god.
Clay, Corden identifies as female. Does this?
No.
Guys, I just got the best booze.
Oh no. Don't cast any more spells, because there could be so
Are they
far,
aware of
whenever
this?
we've done wild magic, they've been okay. They've not
Clay, are
been
they-
like uber bad.
Well,
Are they aware of this?
I am dark magic.
They are
so...
aware that their bodies change. They're not sure how. In character, you don't know that you can
Fucking
lie and
Christ.
get away with it when you're naked, but you know that your body's changed.
There would be no reason to implement this technically anyways.
So wait, in terms of the Manticore, it doesn't have any clothes.
It's
It
naked.
can lie.
It can,
But it
it
doesn't-
can-
Oh my
it can
God.
lie right now, and all of you will believe it. If it said that it was willing to work with you and not kill you, all of
But
you
it
would
doesn't
believe
know
it.
that.
Yeah,
That's the
it
thing.
doesn't know that either.
So we continue fighting.
You continue
Um,
fighting.
pretty much.
So go ahead and roll
Does-
the Scorching Ray damage for your first hit, and then roll 2 more hits.
Oh shit!
We all thought we were gonna get a couple more male characters in the party.
So another hit,
17.
roll more damage.
Nice damage.
And your last hit. Another hit.
Oh shit!
Roll more
Jeez.
damage.
That advantage though,
That
Oh.
advantage helped.
since it was hit with fire.
Oh yeah, since it was hit with fire, it takes
And
2d4 more
it-
from the web as it burns away.
No, it proceeds one more round, even though it's burned. I read it.
Yeah. It's in the process of burning away.
Yeah.
Nasty.
So, Sarah, anything else?
No, I can't really cast anything else.
Brings us to the top of the turn order with the Manticore. What does he
Easy.
have to
Make a
do
dex
to
save.
get out of the web?
Dex save.
She.
And he's at disadvantage.
She.
Or she.
We established this.
It would
Fucking
fail.
Manticore.
It would fail its
Oh,
dex
Manticore.
save.
So it can't get closer.
She's
But
feeling
it
pretty
can-
stupid right now.
She can still move her tail, which is all she needs.
God damn it.
As she fires
Is
a
it-
volley of 3 tail spikes.
Is
towards
it all she
Corbin.
needs? Do it. Bish.
Oof.
All right.
I didn't say the exact word. It's gnomish. They're very similar.
First one will miss. Seconds will be a 16 to hit.
Shield.
Okay, so you're gonna cast shield. Alright, that would negate that one. And the third drops a 20 for an 8 and misses.
I fucking love web now. I'm
And
so
that
glad
brings
I
us
took
to
it.
you, Karina.
I'm gonna take another shot with the crossbow.
Okay. $16 is a hit.
16. Alright.
7 more damage. And D4 for 1 more.
There we go. 1. So 8 in total.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright. Uthar and the Flying Snake.
Flying snake.
Oh,
I
sorry.
cast- Huh?
Clay.
What's up?
Sorry. I reread Arcane Ward. It's twice my wizard level plus my intelligence modifier, so I should have had a ward of 12. So I shouldn't have taken damage. Sorry. I was looking at
Oh.
why my Arcane Ward went down.
You are correct. So
I gave myself 8 instead of 12 temporary hit points. So I'll just remove that.
Yep.
Sorry,
you casted
sorry.
shield again anyway, so you'll just be at your maximum 12.
Yes.
Alright.
So sorry about that.
Go ahead, Uthar.
Go ahead.
I use Wand of Magic Missiles.
Okay.
Just level 1, nothing fancy.
Alright.
Still got them targeted. Bam.
Nice.
And how do you do it?
Can one of the missiles just drill through the skull?
Yep.
Oh.
Right between the
The
eyes.
last missile drills into the Manticore's skull as it falls to the ground, screeching. Congratulations. You've cleared the Manticore threat in the valley,
Yeah.
and at the same time have thus earned the further respect of the Erekakra.
Yay! More respect.
You want a rep grind now, boys? This is WoW.
We need 24,000 boys. Come on. Gotta get to Exalted.
Oh god, don't. Fucking the new expansion was awful. Only did like a month, I couldn't play it anymore.
So what do you guys want to do after managing to kill the?
I want to collect the coins. I want to collect the gold and everything in the cave.
Okay.
Corn's gonna do Arcane Recover. Take an hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you're gonna
I'll
short
do the
rest.
same.
All right.
So I put my stuff away, so now my hit points go back to their maximum. Yay!
I'll get my second level spell slot back that I used.
Okay. So both
And-
of the wizards are going to take a short rest while Karina and Sierra will be doing things throughout the cave, I assume. Karina mentioning she's looking around for all of the currency, the coins in the ground, things of that nature. Sierra, anything in particular you're gonna do?
Look to the crate.
Is
And
is the ground like solid stone or is it like movable
It
dirt?
is solid stone.
Okay, so a pitfall
so
trap
the
is
cones
out.
are notably there.
The what?
All the coins on the ground are very notable
Yes.
and depictable.
Yes, actually. I'd say as you guys spend an hour going through the cave, Saber, you checking the crates and things of that nature, and then helping Karina gather up the coins and things like that scattered throughout the cave. There appears to be 4 crates of what looks like plunder, orc, things that orcs took when they raided nearby settlements or cities or things of that nature.
What
long
is
ago.
exactly in there? I will take note and see if I can use them for traps.
Coins, the odd piece of jewelry, silver and golden
Anything-
plates, goblets, things of that nature.
Do they have lantern oil or any kind of oil?
No lantern oil. No lanterns.
Anything utilitarian at all, or is it just valuable?
It's just
Stuff.
valuables.
Okay.
You would also, between what was on the ground scattered throughout the cave, manage to pick up 60 copper, 26 silver, and 14 gold. Based off of the stuff that's in the crates, you assume you imagine that each crate is worth about 50 gold.
And there was 4 crates,
4 of them. They each weigh 50
Yeah.
pounds.
so that's encumbering at the moment. Right? Wait.
I mean, I could take one of them.
50%.
I'm gonna say
No,
Sierra.
I could carry it.
Yeah, Sierra, you could carry 1, maybe 2. Yara could carry 1.
Yeah, I could carry 2. Just
Karina
Fucking-
could actually carry. Shit, Karina could carry 3 of them.
Yeet, I'm
Actually,
strong.
no, Karina could carry all 4.
Yeet, I'm strong.
go for it, Karina.
Yeah, I'll
All
take
yours.
them all. Wait, what am I taking?
The crates up here
The crates of
next to
plunder.
me.
I love.
Is there
Fuck
anything
yeah, I'll take them.
on the bones? Any rings? Any necklaces of note?
No, nothing of note.
No.
Yeah, the 4 crates of plunder, by the way, it's mainly things like plates, silks, things of that nature.
It's like houseware and trade goods.
Yep, pretty much.
Are there any like big boulders around?
No giant boulders, no.
Nobody said a small rock wouldn't hurt.
Now I'm thinking that we narrow the passage so the hippogriffs can't get in.
Now there's an idea. Now, do we have a means of doing that, though?
And if I use shatter on a wall, would it cause a partial cave in?
Well, if you cast Shatter, what are the chances the knights are going to hear it?
I mean, they're in the tower right now. It's like 1 o'clock at night.
No, I meant the party. The search party. Would they still be out, or would they be
No,
there in the morning?
They said it in the morning. It's like 1
Okay,
o'clock.
in the morning. Okay. So it'd be about
If
2.
you focused on one section of the wall for maybe an hour or so, casting shatter like over like multiple times over the course of an hour, very likely.
Hey, Corden.
Yeah.
How about we narrow the passage so the hypocrites can't follow them?
Yeah. I mean, I could always do tried and true minor illusion, 5 by 5 foot, make it
Yeah,
look
but-
like it's.
That's easily seen through, most likely. They did have some spells upon them, so they might be intelligent enough.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we shatter the wall. We'll get everyone out first, and then, in case it's a full collapse.
Huh. I mean, that works. Do you think they're gonna bring griffins into a cave anyway?
It's big enough, I wouldn't put it past them.
I mean, they're not gonna ride them, right?
Either way, we don't want to fight all of them at the same time.
Well, once the knights are gone, would the
I mean, we
griffins
could always.
still be allied?
I mean,
Knights?
we don't know.
I mean, if I was a knight, I'd dismount and then go and leash my mount up outside, you know, or leave someone with them so they don't get stolen.
Yeah, but then they hear commotion inside the cave, and then everyone runs in. I say we focus on the shatter, and then rest
How
up for.
exhaustive is Shadow for you?
I can do 2 castings of it. Wait, I can do. I'm sorry, I can do 3.
That's a pretty powerful spell. You sure you want to use? That couldn't be useful otherwise.
Well, I'm thinking we
Over the course of an hour, like judging by the thickness of the stone and everything, you figure you would need at least 4 casts of shatter to break a section of the wall. You're not sure if it would result in a full collapse or a partial, but you know you would need at least 4 casts.
and we'll have enough time to rest up. I'm pretty sure the Arrow Croco will have scouts out watching for them looking for the cave, and they can warn us. And we'll have time to rest before they get there.
All right, yeah, I'll let you do your thing then. I trust you.
Well, I'm gonna need your help.
I can't cast Shadow.
I thought you did.
I can cast Knock. You're the one who learned the Shadow spell. I don't have it in my spell book.
I thought you had it. I thought you said you had it earlier.
No, I get those two confused. I'd know it a lot easier if I had it in my spell book.
You could teach him shatter. It would add another hour.
Yeah. How about I teach it to
Shatter.
you?
Deal. Yeah.
You teach everyone shatter. While you're at it, just start teaching.
Well,
a class next to kids.
depends on
Could
if we
we-
have the stats to be able to do so.
No, we can't say that's part of the arcane recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll teach them shatter.
Okay.
In the meantime, while we're getting stuff set up, let's get the others to set up traps just so, you know, they hear them coming, we at least have some defense.
Yeah.
Alright, so it kind of tell the others, like, hey, we're gonna try the shatter thing, but in the meantime, so we don't get caught with our pants down, work on something while we're being nerds.
Okay.
Go nerd out.
So the first hour would be spent with Uthar teaching Corden how to use the shatter spell, the ins and outs of it, and all of that kind of magical hickabidoo hoo-ha that wizards have. The next hour would be spent between Corden and Uthar alternating shatters on this one section.
Just so you know, I want everyone out of the cave before we do it.
I'd say we'd probably do 2 each if it's at least 4.
Yeah.
So,
And where I want to do it is, I don't know how to do the arrow thing.
Move your token.
I want to do it like right here.
So everyone would be outside the cave, and As the last shatter goes off and the wall begins to crumble, I'll let you find out next week if it's a full collapse or a partial.
Oh.
I mean, we already got all the valuables out of it, so not too much. As part of our plan.
You know, it's only a key part of the plan.
Only.
We started about 15 minutes late, but I still try to wrap it up around 2. So, this felt like a good stopping point
Yeah,
for the evening.
It works.
it works.
We did a lot.
Yeah, you actually got through quite a bit tonight.
I'm just happy that wild magic's still happening.
Only that one time, and possibly any
We
other
could,
time you drink that same ale.
Where's that ale? I want that ale.
Listen,
Now, because
you gotta
Oh,
get
go ahead.
naked first.
Hey,
Naked.
we don't know the effects of it.
I know.
this is a magical effect, though, right? So could we detect magic it?
I mean, it's magical,
it-
yeah, but detect magic is basically going to reveal that there is just an unusually large amount of raw magical energy now emanating from Sierra and Karina.
You're all sorcerers.
I identified them.
Oh my god.
Female.
No shit, Sherlock.
Let's shut the
Just,
fuck.
just gonna hit Gordon upside the head.
I look at him annoyed.
Corn identifies as female.
No.
That'd be funny. The identify spell
Oh goodness.
does that.
I swear to God, I'm disappointed in all of you.
What did I do?
I didn't even do anything.
Love you, Clay.
Oh God, why are you like this? All right.
I love web now. That was my first time
I
using
detect that they're female. Come on.
No,
it. Web is so
really?
good now that I used it. I looked at it and like, that's probably not good.
These guys are good. In other words, it won us the Manticore fight easy.
All right, you guys know the drill at the end of a session. Starting from the
Fuck,
top.
I'm the first one.
Yep. Karina, tell them who you are, what you do, where they can find you.
Well, I am Blue Flame Flareon, also known as Karina, who apparently now has a magical effect where she forces people to listen to her. Only when
These
she's
are not the
naked.
knights you're looking for.
Pretty fucking much. I can pull a Star Wars on these people when I'm naked.
Naked.
As a well, lately where you can find me is on Twitch at www.tv. English is hard. Twitch.tv/BlueFlameFlareon. And recently I have been playing. Yesterday I played Borderlands 2 on a grind for Chubby Skags and Tubby Skags. But I'll probably be playing Bloons or Sekiro tomorrow.
Oh God.
Tomorrow's I actually have tomorrow off, so I might tune in for a little bit. We'll see.
Oh. That's gonna go. It's gonna go so bad.
Next up, Sierra, Common. Tell them who you are, what you do, where they can find you.
Hello, my name is Common, and I play Sierra, or Sierra, and I don't exactly stream, but if you want to follow my dead stream, you can follow me at twitch.tv/commonfailure.
With an underscore.
With an underscore. All lowercase. As you do.
Gordon.
My dead channel with 0
Hey,
videos.
it's Gordon. Twitch.tv/I lost my socks. I don't really stream though, because I'm on that 5 megabyte per second upload download speed for life.
That's unfortunate.
Thanks, Grandma Internet. It's
I
fine.
mean, it's internet.
It's internet. It allows me to play D&D, so it's freaking amazing. And that's all about it. Currently I'm playing WoW, but you won't see it because I don't stream. And I'm also playing Apex. This is an FYI.
Oh God.
Better than saying Fortnite.
It's just it's a BR in general.
If Newey ever
I know.
actually played Fortnite, he knows I would disown him.
I would disown. I would commit Sudoku.
Sudoku?
Don't
You
you
mean
mean?
the the puzzle game?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Oh goodness.
Uthar, tell them who you are, what you do, where they can find
Hey
you.
guys, I'm Varin. I play Uthar, the man with the plan who likes to shatter walls. And you can find me at Captain_Varin. Plans on streaming in the future.
An honorable shout out to our fifth member who is not with us tonight, but has been in chats the entire time. The Drink of Life.
Yeah.
Can find him there. Go give the man a follow. He does some excellent art, and I need to get him to start streaming his art because he is slowly doing art for many people throughout our campaigns. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us tonight and hanging out. I know it was a little bit on the shorter side, but it was something that as a group, everyone decided to do regardless, with Drink being unable to attend. So we wanted to do something. We actually got through a decent little chunk, and we will be back next week, same time, same place, for the 15th episode. How many
I think
episodes
so.
are we on?
This is,
Or
we're
no,
This one says 13.
Oh no, this was supposed to be 14. I just forgot to change that in the announcement tag. And probably in the stream title.
It says it in the stream title.
Yep.
Okay, 13.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. It's supposed to be 14. So next week will be episode 15.
Yay! We're past the fucking anime season.
Yeah, you guys are.
unless
I mean-
it's One Piece.
I mean, in terms.
Yes,
okay,
unless it's One Piece.
Okay, listen. In
Don't
terms
start
of
me on One
terms of series length, you guys are well past like a 2-core anime.
Isn't D&D like One Piece? Because it just keeps going.
Yeah, it just keeps going. every episode is a filler episode.
No, then we're Naruto. We're not fucking One Piece. We're Naruto. We got all these fillers.
8 minutes of new footage. 15
Mecha
minutes of
Naruto.
recap.
Yeah, no,
Mecha,
okay,
fuck off
yeah,
with Mecha
no,
Naruto.
we've got,
Oh
we
my
got a,
lord.
like, you know, a 15-20 minute shit show in the beginning to kill time, then like 6 minutes of recap, and then 2.5 hours of the group just wandering around in a fucking circle.
Episode 20 is going to be us fighting our mech selves.
Oh god.
And then episode 21, something is going to happen that's going to trigger a flashback.
Oh no, not a
They've,
flashback.
the episode's gonna be the
they
flashback.
figured out the plot point, boys. Go ahead and wrap the campaign up. Poda's over. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Speaking
Oh,
of Tuesdays, for now, they still have me scheduled on Tuesdays because they had got my 3-week schedule done by the time I got to talk with my hiring manager about securing Tuesdays on permanently. So this upcoming Tuesday, I'm going to be working, and I think the Tuesday after, I don't have my phone on me, so I can't double check that and confirm. But for now, God's Might is kind of iffy until I can guarantee that I have Tuesdays off. I'll keep everybody updated on that as I go. And also, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is technically Sunday because it's 2 a.m. But Monday, I will be making an official announcement regarding Tyranny of Dragons I Want to Die edition. Or not I Want to Die, The Chosen, sorry. That campaign should be starting back up again really soon. There was no Tyranny of Dragons I Want to Die this week, as one of the players had real-life obligations, and another of the players was in the process of moving, getting all of her shit packed up. So, no Tyranny of Dragons I Want to Die edition this week. I believe it should be returning next week. She should be settled in by then, possibly. We'll have more confirmed information on that within the next few days. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out and joining us tonight, and we will guaranteed see you back here same time next week on Saturday, 11 p.m. Eastern until 2 a.m. Eastern for more Princes of the Apocalypse. You guys take care.
Take care.
Take care.
Take care.